of stocks has gapped up because of the world markets gapped up, and I think a lot of these stocks are very overextended and might see a sideways, in my opinion, or it might rally or it might sell. Nobody knows, but the goal is to look at the price action and take trades with better risk management. That's always the goal. And also, we have FOMC coming up this coming Wednesday. A lot of times the market's not really the best. I think the best price action when FOMC is approaching. Yeah, but the market looks very strong to the upside, and only time will tell. This is the first week where I'm only want to focus on Tesla, so that's the key. Because when I look back at my previous stats, this is the only stock where I've been really Tesla and Amazon. I have been the most profitable, and I know the price action of Tesla, the way it moves and stuff. I'm good at that. And whenever I try to implement other stocks, I've made money, but when I look at the bigger picture, I have lost money. So yeah, the goal is to really focus on Tesla from now onwards. All right, 20 seconds for the market to open. I'm in 10. Let's focus. Let's get it. And this is FOMC. I'm only gonna quit small size, nothing to go big unless Wednesday during when Jerome Powell speaks. So yes.
Order partially filled. Order filled.
Tesla's broken pre-market high into 3 contracts. Let's see if level 2 is holding for 42. I'm gonna get in. Nice. Tesla is picking up. Beautiful. I'm gonna take one out.
Order filled.
Nice. We have Delta at 20k. Alright, we have 40 big sales at 445. Let's see. 443 is not holding. 453.50 is not holding. I'm gonna get out one more contract here. But it's still holding at level 2. A big volume. We have 18.16k delta at 443. Okay, I'm gonna take one off here, and then have one more remaining contract. Let's see. Hmm. 16k delta. Well, I should have held my previous contract because I told myself if it doesn't break 443.50, I'm gonna hold, but there was one point where it wasn't holding, so I was like, okay, let me get out, but it's fine. I still have another contract remaining, and let's see how this. We have a big sale at 445 at Bookmap. Okay, it's breaking 443. I'm gonna get out. Let's see if it breaks. My average fill is 984. So okay.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm out. I went with the 445 contracts. I should have gone with the 442.5, but I just felt it was very. If the stock didn't go in my favor, the 442.5 call has this, like the delta would crush, and I just took the safer route and I went for the 442.5 call. But solid trade. Yeah. Another play I'm looking is to break at the downside of Tesla. Has a gap fill from 433.82. From 438.34 to 433.80. So that can be a good play. But for that to happen, I'm gonna have patience. So the markets kind of took a pullback. HQQ went from pre-market high, pullback. Okay. Yeah, we have a very negative delta at Tesla. The 934 candle. It is next negative 55k delta. Okay, I might play the downside too now. I'll only enter this trade if I see a big volume. That's the only way. That's a high probability. We also have R4 at 445.59. These are cam levels. I'm gonna make another video of cam levels soon, but looks like Tesla can break the previous high, which is 444.46. It's negative delta on the volume. It broke that level. I didn't take the trade. Yeah, it's negative delta. I'm not a big fan of this. It might, yeah, it's a fake out because of the negative delta, I believe, but let's see. Yeah, negative delta. With big sellers at 445, 106k. Wow. Trading is all about patience. You gotta be patient. You just cannot chase every single move. Yeah, trading has taught me a lot about patience, but there's still so much to learn and grow. We have a big seller at 445, 112k sellers. Let's see if it breaks. Alright, the previous candle had 13.9k delta, which is not as strong, but yeah, the market's going sideways. Yeah.
Order partially filled.
Alright, do 3 more contracts.
Order
Breaking
filled.
for the break of R4. Let's see how this goes. We have a really positive delta of 73k. This should break. I have a strong belief this might break. If not, I'm gonna get out. Alright, broke. Let's go. Level 2 is not speeding up. Yep, there you go. Boom. 445.50 broke. Beautiful. That's what I expected. Boom. Okay, let's see, 446 holes. I'm gonna get to
Order
one
filled.
out. 84. So the next target is probably 450. 451 is the next target, but let's see how the market moves. This looks wrong, Tesla. Let's see, 446 holding. I'm gonna get out.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm out of the trade. My entry price was 984 and I got out at 1022, 1011, 1012. So I'm only going with small size because I've been on a losing streak and I just want to regain my confidence back. And I think it's a very important, like trading is something which is gonna show you a lot of, it's gonna really humble you, like, because there are times when you're gonna have such a good trading days and then suddenly you're gonna have some losses and that's really gonna make you feel demotivated and not confident enough to like take quality trades. And I have gone through these phases a lot of times, but now with this 5 years of experience, I know when it's good to go big size and when it's to go down like small sizes. But yeah, I'm only going with small size. I'm just wanna get to a good um I'm not yeah, gonna get to a good winning streak and like build that confidence and that momentum. And the reason I'm documenting this video is just to show how I trade, my trade execution, because I feel like people can. It's journaling for me at the same time. It's my thought process, and I've seen few traders who record themselves when they trade and they see their reaction on the camera. So it was really cool. But yeah, took two trades so far. Both are winners. Very small size. Normally I go 10, 15 contracts. That's the minimum. Sometimes five, but I want to get to a level where I'm trading 100, 200 contracts. But anyways, which I did that previously, but now, as I said, when the confidence is low, you gotta go with small size to build that momentum. Okay, I mean, I'm only focused on Tesla right now, just Tesla. And my watch list, I don't have any other stocks on my watch list except SPY and QQQ. But it's really good. It's the first time I've been trying this. I mean, I always have AMD, Nvidia, Coinbase, Netflix, Meta, all these Apple, all the big names, on my watch list. But this is the first time where I'm really like, okay, you know what? Let me just focus on the stock which works for me, where I know how to trade. Because all this time there have been so much noise, There's so much noise, so much distraction, and and it's amazing. No, yeah, and I'm not saying like you shouldn't trade you shouldn't have stocks on your watch list. You should have, but for me right now, this is working, so I'm gonna stick to this. Focus on what works for you. There are so many traders out there who's gonna say this, that, but at the end of the day, focus on what works for you and take the trade from there. Simple. Cut down the noise. If you can trade only SPY, trade SPY. That's it. All right, so back at my trading screen, now I'm journaling my trades for the day. So to journal my trades, I normally take a screenshot of different chart intervals of the stock I traded. So today was Tesla. So here is 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, hourly, daily, and weekly. And this is a 1 minute chart of Tesla. So first trade was the breakup pre-market high, which was 442.17. I entered with 3 contracts and I scalped both of them. And the remaining one, I had almost a break-even trade. And the second trade I took as the red line is R4. It's the break of R4, and I went with again three small size, 3 contracts, 984, and then I scaled out the remaining at 1022, and the rest one, the other one at 1011 and 1012. So this is the heat map, and this is the volume footprint chart. And this normally when I see a breakout on Tesla, it's normally like 40 to 50k positive delta, but this was 18.6k. and I normally put an arrow to it, and the next trade I took was around 9:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 9:38, let me see what is 9:38, so right here, and sorry, 9:39, sorry, 9:39 is the second trade I took, and this had, see, delta of 72.12k, so this gives positive confirmation. Okay, uh, there is a lot of buyers, strong buyers, and yeah, I took the trade during that time, and I scalped out very quick, and this all is possible only if you can read the level 2. And also you can see on the heat map, there was big sellers on 40, 447, 448, 449, and 202,000 2k sellers on sitting at 450, which it broke after around in the noon time, but I was done for the day. So yeah, so this is basically my trade for the day, and also on TradeSella, log in my trades. Great trading journaling software. And for this one, I went with small size. Once again, three contracts, and I entered with my average entry was 984, and I was risking around $100 because it's small size. I want to get my confidence back in, and I was risking around 30 cents a contract. So yeah, I mean, this was my setup was break of pre-market high. Well, in the mistakes section, I have really not really wrote down anything because it was a scalp, a solid entry, and I was really happy with the trade. And my second trade was break of R4 once again, just journal everything here. Yeah, so this is basic, and also normally I do write down for every single trade I take, did I stick to my plan? Yes, for both the trades. And what was my result for entry? Break of pre-market high for the first trade, and for the break of R4 for the second trade. This was really a good entry because for the second trade, and I wanted to enter right here in this candle, but I waited. I had patience, and I entered with confirmation with the volume footprint chart. And I always ask myself, what was the risk management? Because sometimes it's all about risk management at the end of the day, how much you're willing to lose per. So in both the cases, my risk cost probably $30 per contract, and I asked myself where I can do better. Both the trades was really solid today, so it was great. And how was my emotions? A lot of times when I bad trade, like sometimes my emotions are really low, and I journal it down because I know trading is a long-term game, and it's most importantly emotions and psychology. It plays a big factor. So that was the main reason I write down how's my emotions. In both the cases, it was calm, and I took the trades. It was in my plan, and yeah, and it worked out. Good risk management. So that's my trading recap for the day. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.